A man stood upon a railroad bridge in northern Alabama, looking down into the swift water 20 feet below. The man's hands were behind his back, the wrists bound with a cord. A rope closely encircled his neck. Death is a dignitary who must be received with formal respect, even by those most familiar with him. He looked a moment at his unsteadfast footing, then let his gaze wander to the swirling water of the stream, racing madly beneath his feet. He closed his eyes. The intervals of silence grew progressively longer. The delays became maddening. If I could free my hands, I might throw off the noose and spring into the stream. A flutter of female garments. His wife, looking fresh and cool and sweet, stepped down from the veranda to meet him. Peyton Farquhar was a wealthy planter, ardently devoted to the Southern cause. He chafed under the restraint of civilian life, longing for a release of his energies.
The Yankees are repairing the railroads and are getting ready for another advance. They have reached Owl Creek Bridge.
Suppose a man, a civilian and student of hanging, should elude the picket post. What could he accomplish?
Farquhar did not know he had been fooled. The soldier was a Federal scout. The preparations being complete, the two private soldiers stepped aside. At a signal, the sergeant would step aside, the plank would tilt, and the condemned man would go down. As Peyton Farquhar fell straight downward through the bridge, he lost consciousness. He was awakened by the pain of a sharp pressure upon his throat. Then all at once, with terrible suddenness, the light shot upward with the noise of a loud splash. He knew that the rope had broken, and he had fallen into the stream. He freed his hands and lifted the noose from his neck. Rising to the surface, he inhaled a great draught of air. The soldiers on the bridge shouted and pointed. Farquhar saw the gray eye of the marksman through the rifle's sight. He swam with the speed of a furious machine. He was out of range. He began the journey to his home, 30 miles away. He traveled all day through the seemingly endless forest. That night he slept while walking. He saw strange constellations and heard whispered voices in an unknown tongue. At last he stood at the gate of his own home. All was bright and beautiful in the morning sunshine. He moves to embrace her, but before he can clasp her, then all is darkness and silence. Peyton Farquhar was dead. His body, with a broken neck, swung gently from side to side beneath the timbers of the Owl Creek Bridge.